Hey folks, Bruce Haynes of mlmwildfire.com. This is a quick, small Google tutorial search engine video, if you will, giving you some things you may not know about that'll help you in your quest for your online network marketing business as you search for things. So let's get right into it. There's a few things that you may not know about Google search engine. Number one, the middle bar where you can type something in actually is not really needed. It's more of a convenience for you, the user. If you start typing in that bar, you'll see that it immediately jumps up to the very upper search engine bar there. So it really doesn't matter where you enter it. As long as you enter something in there, it'll come up at the very top. I also want to show you that there's a little feature here, this little microphone. If you haven't activated it, if you click on it, you can actually speak into Google. Now I got to tell you, based on your system, the age, the speed of your internet connection, this is a little bit iffy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. When it's activated, you'll note that it says, say, "Oh Google," "Okay Google," and then a search engine term. Let's give it a shot here. I'm going to put my cursor in here. Say, "Okay Google." You see, network marketing success. And it's asking us to click the microphone. Sometimes it requires you to do that, but having accepted that term, it's going to go out and find network marketing success, etc., etc. So that's kind of a cool feature. If you've never tried using the verbal command, you can do it that way. Most people just type it in, but you can do it if you're having problems or you want to do a little bit differently. You can actually type or speak in to that middle bar. Now, I want to point out there's some search engine features that you may not know about. Let's type in, probably came across very loud in the video, so let's see if we can speak the rest of it. Well, we'll just type it very quietly. And we'll go for network marketing success and see what comes up. Sorry, my slow connection. Don't know what's going on tonight, but it's relatively slow. Most of the times I'm screaming, but not tonight. So here's what came back for network marketing success. Now the reason I'm pointing this out to you is that there's a great feature right here. Across the top, you know, it says web, images, videos, etc. But right here, this little search tools is a great little drop down that not many people know about. From right to left, you can actually choose location. If you're traveling, if you're say in a different city, you want to put in something like New York City or wherever it is, you type it in here, you set it, and then it knows where you're located. You can use that for local searching of details. Here under all results, just a great variety of things. Not yet visited pages, private pages, verbatim, and this one here is interesting, reading level. If you've got somebody who's a challenged reader, you can pick a basic, an intermediate, or an advanced reading level, so that the return of the results from your search engine can fit the person who's reading, just in case there's a challenge in that regard. Kind of a little feature that not many people know about. Over here is the one that I use the most. This little anytime actually is a drop down that you can specify the amount of time that you're searching for. Now this is important if you're looking for relevant current information, because the older details that you might see sometimes in a search come up with PDF files that are 8-9 years old, which are really probably antiquated. So for example, if I want to see just the past month, all the network marketing success posts that have been done since the last month come up here. Very cool. So that's a feature that I think is very important. I often use just the past year to see the most relevant search engine results. So those are things that, of course, you can clear out the filter, but a lot of people don't know that you can use that to your advantage. Now, a lot of people don't realize that when Google returns a search, this little setting over here, this little settings, if you go to search settings, most of the times you get back 10 pages. As you see here, it's set for 10 results per page. You can actually make it 20, 30, 40, 50, or 100. It slows your response time down, but if you're looking for something specific, a specific term, you can ask for more items to be shown per page, and it'll speed up find out what you're looking for. So let's go back. Let's go back home. By the way, if you put Google as your home on your options for your internet browser, you can just hit that little home icon and go back to the Google Home. So let's go back and do, let's try this one. network marketing attitude. And again, I apologize for slowness of this computer. It's a little bit slow tonight. This is an older laptop. So this is what comes up for network marketing attitude. And you'll see there's some smiling faces. That's we've worked hard to get on the first page of many different search terms, and that's what your goal should be, to be on the #1 page of Google. Because after the first or second pages, you're really not going to be relevant. People aren't going to find you. What I'm going to show you is what's important about this is this term right here. See this where it says about 7,470,000 results? Folks, that is not really true. That is Google trying to impress the heck out of you. The number of results that actually come back is not that many. And I'll show you how to find that out. If you scroll down to the very bottom of every page, you'll know that it gives you a number of pages. And if you go to the very last page, it'll give you the actual number of results that are returned. Now I'm going to speed that process up here. I'm going to go to the settings, like we just discovered, and I'm going to put 50 pages in. And let's see what happens when I hit 50 pages. And I don't think I have to save it to make it valid. Okay, it's telling us it's been saved. I'm going to go back to our search, network marketing attitude, and we should see 50 results. And as we scroll down to the very bottom of the page, I'm going to go back to the very bottom and see if I can get the last page. Now we've got 50 results on that. It's still saying there's 10 pages. I'm going to go back to the very bottom and hit 14. And we still have 7.470 million. Go back down to the very bottom and hit 16. There it is, right there. You can tell the actual number of results when you see that big, huge number go down to a more reasonable figure. There's actually only 442 results that have come back for this particular search term. What that means to you is that if you're trying to get yourself optimized under the first or second page of Google, you don't have to beat 7 million entries. You have to beat 445 or 6 or whatever it happens to be. It'll vary for every search. That's important to know, because your skills at putting tags onto a blog or a video, you'll need to know that all you have to do is get in the top 400 and so on entries, and you can be ranked #1. And that's important because, as I tell you, to be ranked in the top first 2 pages is the key. If you can't get ranked in the first 2 top pages, you're never going to be seen, folks. That's why we work very hard at getting, here's another one of ours. This is probably on page 2 or 3 if you only had 10 pages on a search return. So that, I didn't know if anybody's aware of that, but that little 7.47, whatever that figure is, the millions, not really true. It's just Google trying to impress the heck out of you. So those are some features I didn't know if anyone was aware of, and I wanted to make sure that that was given to you folks as another little tool. This search tool, by the way, let's look at real quick at the videos, because the search tool with the videos can allow you to return videos of a specific length. For example, if I only want to see a short video, 0 to 4 minutes, I click on this. Well, guess what? Everything that comes back is going to be under 4 minutes. And we've got a number of ourselves. We do a lot with attitude about the business. There's myself, my wife, Melody. So we've got a lot of videos on the front page. But if I wanted to see a video that was, say, medium, I click on medium, and it returns only videos that are the medium length. And we got a couple in there too. So you can also, at this point, anytime you can see, same thing with the web search. You can literally specify, I want the past month, week, year, etc. Get very relevant data. And of course, over here, you can pick videos that are closed caption. By the way, if you're doing videos on YouTube for the business, you need to have closed captions. Why? Because closed captions scroll across the video as the written word, and a written word is searched by the YouTube algorithms just as it would be as if it was a blog. And so it's important that you put closed captions. You'll have an advantage over those who don't do that. And we'll have videos, if you go out to our YouTube channel, we have videos that show you how to put closed captions onto a video. They've changed it just recently. They make it much more hard to do that now, but it's still not a difficult process, but it takes a little bit of practice to get the closed captions correct. So I want to make sure you guys knew that any source, or excuse me, that drop down was available, and all these different choices are available to you. By the way, this one here will give you just YouTube or other sites that might be applicable. Most of the search engine results for videos come from YouTube, because as you know, Google owns YouTube. So there you go. And we clear that filter. So that just gives you a flavor. Oh, by the way, one more thing. I keep thinking of things that I need to share with you. This images is very important. If you're doing blogs or you're writing something and you want to have good images, you can be very specific on what you type in here. Let's see if we can get the old voice thing to work for us here. Images of blue shoes. Well, that didn't work very well, guys and gals. Let's try it again. And we're going to get one more shot here. Images of blue shoes. Shoes. There we go. And there we have it. This is just images of blue shoes. Now, we bring this to your attention because in any blogs that I write, I put all kinds of images, success, signposts, etc. And so if you don't know that, all these images that come back, if you click on this this particular image collection, if you will, it'll tell you exactly where it comes from, whether you can use it in a setting or not. Most of the Google images are completely duty-free, so to speak. You can use them and not worry about having to pay someone for an image. So there's all kinds of things that you can use in the image field. This one happens to be a little bit strange. Let's go money images, just to see what comes up. And again, apologies, but here you go. All kinds of different images that come back to you that you can literally download as JPEGs and use anywhere in your blog. So make sure you're using all the tools at your disposal. These little search tools, the images, news. By the way, let's hit search tools for images, see what comes back. Here you go. Size, large, medium icon, color, type, face, photo, clip art, line drawing, time, past 24, etc. Usage rights. You want one that are filtered by license or one that's labeled for reuse. All these different choices you've got. And then more tools back down here show the different sizes. So every time you're hitting a different piece of the Google search engine, you're going to get the option to use these search tools. Use them to your advantage. They're phenomenal tools, and they'll speed up and make your whatever you're creating a lot more effective. So that's it for this video. I hope that you found that interesting. We at MLM Wildfire, come on by, fill in our contact page, give us your email information. If I could speak, I'd be dangerous. Give us your email information, your name, and join us. Let's see if we can give you some free information, some free blogs and videos, and help you grow your network marketing business. We appreciate you, and folks, have a great day.